Hi, this is Jamie Pate for HeidiSwap.com, and today's process video is going to be walking you through a weekly planner process. And so a lot of times I get questions about how I go about and how I decide on what is going inside of my planner. So this is what this video is going to be talking about today. As I'm starting here with this classic Color Fresh memory planner, it's the current memory planner that's out there. I start with photos first. What I do is I go through my camera roll and I just sort of wait for what photo kind of sticks out to me. I print those at home. They're about 2 inches wide, which makes them longer than 2 inches because I tend to shoot in a portrait format. And so by just going through my roll, I pick out photos that represent a day. And here next, you're going to see I'm just going to put them in place to the day that goes with that particular photo. And I'm just adding them in with a roller adhesive, nothing fancy. Now, sometimes I am using a 2x2 size photo. Sometimes I will print them in a 1-inch strip. So I'll have several photos 1 inch by 1 inch, and I'll just print them in a strip. For today's purposes, I'm just going to keep them all the same, nothing fancy. This is a pretty basic look at a weekly planner process. And so as I go about adding these in, I'm also going to be taking some screenshots that I've taken throughout the week. Again, something that stood out to me, something that meant something to me during the time that I engaged with it. And I also print those at home on a bright, smooth cardstock. And typically I print those to be about 2x2. The next thing I do is I work on Monday. Now, this process video is about doing a weekly planner session, one workflow. But sometimes I will start with Monday before the week is out. And my Monday is what I would call a weekly overview. I like to record on Monday what is going to be the focus of that week or events that are coming in that week. This details stamp that is part of the Heidi Swap Color Fresh Memory Planner collection is my go-to stamp for Monday. I love using this stamp. And sometimes I'll change it up a little bit and maybe there'll be something else. But for the most part, I just use this details stamp. Then I use the stencil as a ruler and I'm just adding some lines to, I guess, give like a title approach to that particular part of that day. So I just kind of double line it and then you're going to see I'm going to go back in with colored pencil and give that double line just a little bit more attention. For me, this is sort of a call out. And then using the other stencil set that's part of the Color Fresh Memory Planner collection, I'm just going in and adding in some boxes because we all like to check the boxes, but it's not so much about checking the boxes for me. It's about adding in what my week actually looks like, giving some focus to the week as a whole, and then everything else gets broken up by the day. So after Monday gets in place, then basically what's happening is I'm doing just like what I said. I'm giving each day, sometimes it's a response to that photo. Sometimes it's a quote that I heard and I'm writing that down. Sometimes it's insight into that particular day. There is no hard and fast rule to what happens to the daily details. Very often, as you can see, as I finish filling in Monday, the stickers from the different sticker books are utilized to add some emphasis to whatever's going on that day. I mean, come on, we need a yes, you can on a Monday. Am I right? Because we are starting a brand new week. Sometimes it can look overwhelming when we see all the things we need to accomplish. So these positive statements that we can add to our planners are just perfect for giving us that whatever we need to hit the week. I'm going to go ahead and start filling it the next day. and using, I love the sticker book. There are so many stickers. I mean, I think there's over 1,000 stickers in each of these sticker books. And again, this is the Memory Planner Color Fresh sticker book here. I've just put in a clear sticker that says the plans. And again, giving some detail to this day and using bullet points just for that effort. And I'm not recreating the wheel here every time. You know, the planner idea is, it's not necessarily a diary, but it is a journal, and it's an overview to what happened into your week, because it is true, if we do not write it down, we will forget. And sometimes these might seem like non-essential details. I have yet to come across an old planner and read something and think, why did I put that in there? That was ridiculous. I have never thought that. Everything I put in my planner, whether it was monumental news or just a funny joke my kid told me, everything means something to me. And I love pretty much every detail I add in here. It just gives me it just gives me more gratitude for the fact that I have this habit in place and I take the time to write the things. Take the time to write the things, and you'll never regret having written them. And what I also want to emphasize to you is I'm just adding some sticker details to another day. The other thing I want to highlight to you guys is the importance of writing it down and the importance of it being a habit, but also realizing it's not hard to do this one sit down at a time. One workflow, your Saturday morning, your Saturday evening, your Sunday afternoon, just etching out some time in your day to write these things down, fill these in, whether you use stickers or not. Your words and your photos will last so long and will be such an important feature to your future self. So that is my encouragement to you. I am now adding in some details on this day that I failed to make sure were in the frame, but I'm using some of this is the font sticker book, or the alpha sticker book, I guess is a better way to refer to that. And I'm adding in that this is my daughter's 16th birthday. And I'm going to go ahead and shout out to you a mistake that I made here, because, this is not perfection by any means. This is me just filling in and adding photos and making notes. And sometimes I make silly mistakes. So what's going to happen here in a minute is that I am putting this tape down and I accidentally got it on the photo. So you can see me pulling it up right there, and it pulled up some of the photo. So what does she do? She covers it with the sticker, and that works every time. So this time I just use the stars from the stencil to add in some bullet points about that day. And I love how this first half has worked out. Another feature that I add to my weekly sesh is sort of new, and it's what I call currently. This is not a new concept. You can look this up and see people add currently all the time to their journals or their diaries or their planners for that matter. I am using here the Journal Studio sticker book, and it has pages of alpha stickers in the back of it. So I am using a tool here that belongs to another cutting device sitting on my work table. And I am using it to pick up the letters off of the sticker backing because they are pretty small, and just utilizing that to get these stickers in place. And I will be spelling out the word, obviously, currently. Now, like I said, this is sort of a new approach to my memory keeping and to my planner. And I already pretty much love it. There's a lot of printables out there that you could probably as well print up and use. I know there are feeds out there that provide a currently list, and you can fill in their suggestions. You can refer to my blog to what I'm putting on my currently list, and it will probably ebb and flow as I go. There might be something that really stuck out to me in a week, and I'm going to want to add that instead. So again, not brand new, but I think I think what I'm really looking forward to is looking back at this when I refer back to this year at my future self and I see what I was currently doing. And I see, was it really significant? Or sometimes even what I notice is how something added to my personal growth. And I was doing it at some point in time. And so this could be a really interesting insight into a person's life and into their right now. And it could then even speak into someone's future self as well. So I'm going to get this currently finished up. Super simple, super easy, a great way to round out a week in a memory planner. I am adding in a few more embellishment details here, and I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes. Why I'm adding things in certain places so you can kind of get an idea as to some of the embellishment placing that is happening here on my page. So the week is filled in, and what I want to show you next is how I have gone with one side on a color and I've mirrored it on the other side. Shapes on one side, shapes on another side, banners on one side, banners on another side, washi tape on one side, washi tape on another side. If I stamped up there in that corner on Monday, well, in my mind's eye, I would like to stamp at the lower corner on the next side. It is still sort of a design element that I am utilizing here, like I might on a scrapbook page or in a traveler's journal spread where I'm mirroring elements and giving my week an overall balance. It's just the way I fly. It's not what you have to do to make your memory planner pages work for you. This is just one way I go about my workflow and my memory planner and documenting all the things and writing down all the things. And I hope you find some encouragement here. Link below to find supply list as well as a link to this blog post.